This is illegal and should cause cases. I mean, look, think of it. I've been under investigation more than the legendary Alphonse Capone, Scarface. And my parents are looking down, and my father was tough, and my mother was great. She was so sweet. And I said yesterday, I know she's in heaven. I'm not 100% sure of my father, but he was a good man. He's a tough guy and a good guy. He had a big heart, too, and he was smart. He was smart. But they're looking down on me now, and they're saying, how the hell could my son be worse than Alphonse Capone? How could he be? No, but these are crooked people. This is all election interference. And you know the amazing thing? It made me much more popular. It's crazy, right? Because the people got it. Crazy. But as I've said, these lawsuits are being run by the Department of Justice, the FBI. Biden is behind it all, believe it or not. And he proved that yesterday with his stupid statement. And people are outraged by it, and we're running against something far bigger, far more powerful than them, which is a massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. It's far bigger than them. This is who we're fighting, and we're fighting them hard. These are the people who are doing such harm to our country with their open borders and record-setting inflation and the Green New scam. They're trying to destroy our country. But we're not going to let it happen any longer. We are going to have the biggest victory in the history of our country on November 5th. We are going to make America great again, November 5th. We are going to make America. Isn't it a beautiful expression, MAGA? Think of it. The greatest movement in the history of our country, and all of that fake news, there's so many of them back there. All of that fake news. If it weren't true, they'd say, he said this and he said that. No, it's the greatest movement by far. You know, I was thinking the other day, there was a good man, Pat Buchanan. A lot of you forget. But he came in second in New Hampshire, and he built a huge career. We came in first in 38 different states. And then we won the presidency. And then we did much better the second time, getting millions and millions of votes more. And something very bad happened. But there is far more enthusiasm right now than for number one or number two by 50%. And you see that by the votes that are coming in at numbers that think of North Carolina. Their property is devastated. Their lives, in many cases, are ruined. Everybody said, if we get 50% of the vote, it would be a miracle. And it was Trump territory, I must say. It was mostly Trump. These are people that vote for me and the Republican Party. And what happens? They broke the all-time. Think of it. The house is gone. Some lost family members. The devastation. I can't believe it. Trees were turned upside down. Buses were thrown 100 yards away or floated there. The devastation was incredible. We really meant if we could get 50% of the vote, it would be amazing. We broke the all-time record. We've never had more votes from those areas than we did. Think of what that means. Oh, think of what it means. It's impossible to conceive. And I want to thank them. North Carolina was really hit. Wow. I saw sites over the last few days. I've never seen anything like it. Kamala Harris does not have the compassion, the intelligence, or the strength to be the president of the United States. She cannot do the job. She's not fit. She's not fit to do the job. She's an international joke. Other countries and their leaders who are very streetwise people, they're at the top of their game. They can't believe this is even happening. She's going to end up getting us into World War III. We're not going to let that happen. And on top of it all, she says she would not do anything differently from Joe Biden, which is absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, disqualifying. She shouldn't even be allowed to run. He has almost a 90% negative path, 90%. And she won't do anything differently, including saving the 325,000 children that I talked to you about. Let's take one quick look.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
I stood there on the tarmac watching you check your watch.
The chaotic and deadly U.S. evacuation from Afghanistan stunned Americans and the world and cost the lives of 13 U.S. soldiers.
Would you have done something differently?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
More than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been caught at the border and then released into the United States.
An Afghan national is in custody today after being accused of plotting an election-day terrorist attack. The suspect entered the U.S. on a special immigrant visa.
Gut-wrenching new details in the murder of Georgia nursing student Laken Riley. The illegal immigrant suspect, who cops say committed the heinous murder, is a Venezuelan national who crossed the unsecured southern border back in 2022.
2 men investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder and the death of Jocelyn Nungaray.
A 5th illegal immigrant accused of attacking 2 New York City police officers over the weekend showed no remorse or regret.
Would you have done something differently?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Only 18% who say the economy is in excellent or good condition. US inflation has hit a new 40-year high, increasing by 9.1% over the financial year.
The cost of homes have spiked. Home buyers need to earn 80% more than they did in 2020 to afford a house.
Were you the last person in the room? Yes.
So in closing, here are the facts. Kamala Harris is a radical left Marxist rated even worse than Bernie Sanders or Pocahontas. She destroyed our economy. She was an original creator of defund the police, and anybody who wants to defund the police even for one day is not worthy of being President of the United States. Kamala Harris vowed to abolish ICE. She vowed repeatedly to ban fracking. As California Attorney General, she redefined child sex trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape of an unconscious person as nonviolent crimes. She pledged to confiscate your guns. She will confiscate your guns 100%, and endorsed a total ban on handgun ownership. She even called for free sex changes for illegal aliens in detention if they call for it. Think of it. Illegal aliens in detention, they got caught. If they want to have a sex change operation, she's in favor of it. And all at taxpayer expense. And very importantly, and you saw that the other day, she lied about working at McDonald's. She'd never worked there. She's a liar. And she wants to turn our country woke. Take a quick look at this, because we had that toughest. And remember this, I defeated ISIS with our military. They're not going woke. They're not going woke.
You little scumbag! I got your name. I got your ass! You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride Month. And actually, let's declare it a summer of pride.
So you're a killer? Sir, yes, sir. Let me see your war face. Sir, you got a war face? Ah! That's a war face. Now let me see your war face. Ah! Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Let me see your real war face. Ah! You will be a weapon. You will be a minister of death, praying for war. But until that day, you are puke. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human fucking beings. You are nothing but unorganized, grabastic pieces of amphibian shit.
How to abracadabra, these bitches know I got answers, so play out.
It looks to me like the best part of you ran down and cracked your mama's ass and ended up with the brown stain on the mattress.
Thank you very much. So with your vote this November, we're going to fire Kamala Harris, and we are going to save our country. We're going to save America. With your support, we will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America and back to the state of Georgia. They're coming back. And it won't even take long. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine. It should have never started. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. We were never closer than we are right now. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military. We will build a massive missile defense shield over our country, all made in the USA. Why shouldn't we have one? And we will land an American astronaut on Mars in a very short period of time. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools. We will keep men out of women's sports. I will defend religious liberty, I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms, our Second Amendment. After years of building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country, defend our borders, and protect our citizens. And we will stop illegal immigration once and for all. It will be ended. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again. Everyone will prosper. Every family will thrive. And every day will be filled with opportunity and hope. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda with a landslide that is too big to rig. Early voting is underway. Get everyone you know. Tell your husband, Harry, get out of that sofa, Harry, get out. Turn that damn football game off, Harry. You're going to vote, Harry. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in the history of our country. That's what we're going to have. With your help, from now until Election Day, we will redeem America's promise. We will put America first, and we will take back the nation that we all so love. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. And we will never, ever back down. And we will never, ever surrender. And together we will fight, 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 and win, win, win. November 5th will be the most important day in the history of our country. You will be so proud of your vote. When you look back in 25 years, 50 years, a long time, you're going to be so proud. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you, Georgia. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. God bless you all.